In this video, I'm going to show you a brief overview of one of Jaltest's many features of the diagnostic tool. Once you enter into the vehicle, you can access additional processes such as the AdBlue SCR Def system cleaning. You can find this located in Release and Procedures. You'll see here a drop-down screen. You can click when you've completed the test, or you can just process down through each step. Now, first of all, it tells you to turn on the ignition, wait 2 minutes before turning it on again. You've also got an action there. You can click on the highlighted thing, says show countdown. So you can press play, so you've got your own timer included on the screen. Then you can go on to the next step, and it tells you to locate the AdBlue Def module. So this will also show an image which is very accurately matched to the vehicle that she plugged into, and it also shows you there where the actual DEF or doser injector is located in the exhaust system. Click on there, highlights it, and you can actually scroll down a little bit further and it shows you the doser. This way you can see what outlets you're going to be connecting your hoses to. So your hoses, which can be used for testing and cleaning, there is a kit available from Jaltest. Best to seek further advice from your distributor. But you can also basically just use a container with a measurement on there, some clear hose, and some quick release fittings. If you don't have the right fittings, we do have a great selection available on our website. You can either buy it in a full kit or individually select the fittings you require according to the size chart. So here we go from here, and it says during the test, a volume of distilled water will flow through the return of approximately 700 mils. During the process, you can also click on to see if any fault codes are present in the system, which you'll note here. This lists a couple of referring to NOx of the SCR, operation failure. There's also a pump module failure circuit. There's an ambient temperature sensor code in there. Clicking on the right hand side of the screen, this takes you to the smart guide. Now you do have to be connected to the internet for this, but it also gives you an overview of how to check the NOx sensor, check for any damage, any corrosion. There's also some further testing if you actually want to check resistance. We've also got access directly to wiring diagrams and the system stages itself. So you'll see here we've clicked on the DEF pump. It gives you further information here, operating stages, diagrams, as I said, wire diagrams just below there. And the operating stages, when you open this, I love this feature because it's always important to know what you're testing and why and how the system will work. So here you'll hover across the selected components. Some will display an image and a description, some will just display the description. This way you can see the image, and you can also click on testing procedures such as your operating pressure. You can click yes or no whether it's failed or passed, and you can also then go back in and clear the fault codes. So at the end of the process, it says to disconnect the diagnosis tool from the vehicle, which again is your own hoses and fittings if you like. Turn off the ignition and the system will automatically eject the remaining water from the pipes. Now this also is really great to see this because that will confirm that the AdBlue purge is operating. If you'd like to know more information about the Jaltest and the accessory tools that you can purchase, please seek further advice from our partners at Burson's Bapcor Precision Automotive Equipment. Thanks again for joining me today, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.